Good morning. Happy day 216 of the 365 day vlog challenge. We are running really late today, so we are going to hit it. Another regular work day per usual. The plan is to stop by Eulaine's after work to drop her off some food. Work, there's not a lot going on. So let's see how the day goes. It looks mad overcast still. So I don't know if I'm gonna get away today again. But either way, I just wanted to say good morning and let's just see what the day gets into. How you doing? Good. Thank you. Get a fork. I always forget. Have a good one. I got my lunch and dinner for the next couple days from Ideal. I've been sitting. It is now 10 minutes to 3. So all morning again, I did it again. And once again, my hips is kicking my babuski. I gotta stop this. I got to stop this sitting for long periods of time without standing up and taking a break. After lunch, I'm gonna set up my iPad or my walking pad, and we're gonna walk today because this has got to stop. So I'm gonna eat my lunch and then we're gonna walk. It's actually nice outside. I don't know if the weather's gonna hold up for me to walk outside though. Actually decent. I'm gonna check my weather. If it stays like this, we'll come outside and walk for a few minutes at least. A good plan, right? Look at this joker. Don't come over here bothering with me. Whew. Thank you, Jesus, that the workday is done, Lord. I tell you what. Look at them. Oh, no, don't you go inside. Oh, I never seen them both together. I thought they was being funny. I don't know if you can see. It's a girl cat. I hope they don't get to procreating. Either way, we going over to Eulaine to drop her dinner off. And we're going to head on home. Because tomorrow is our next to last class for Kaufman. I think it's our next to last class. As you saw, we did not. I had every intention of getting on my walking pad when I came back from lunch. It did not happen. So as we go home, I talked about on one of the vlogs from LA, when I was leaving one of the sessions, it was a lady standing behind me on the escalator. And she was talking to somebody in her earbuds, was lamenting the fact that she hadn't taken a vacation in 8 years. That conference, she was considering a vacation. And I was just saying to myself, this is not a vacation. You're doing this on behalf of your job. So yes, you will get some vacation type vibes out of it, just by proxy of being able to stay in a nice hotel and do outside stuff out of your regular degular. But I just was like, man, it blew me that she said she hadn't taken a vacation in 8 years. And then she said prior to that, it had been 10 years before she had a vacation. So I was like, damn. But then the more I keep mulling it over and thinking about it, I was like, you know what? That's not necessarily everybody's situation. Like Janae, I'm thinking of it like my situation right now. But my situation 20 years ago, when I moved to Florida, I did not take a vacation for 8 years. I didn't have the financials to be able to take a vacation for 8 years. And I had to really think about that and sit with it. No, when you first moved here, I was on grind mode. Before I got married, I had 3 jobs before I got married. When we actually got married, I had 3 jobs technically. I worked at Massage Envy, I worked at the city part-time, and I worked for a hairstylist part-time. So I literally had 3 part-time jobs, but still. And then really 4, because I also did at that time, I was doing private massage clients too. Not that many, but I had a few on the roster. So I'm just like, yeah, how did I have time to work all of those hours? I literally was just living to go to work during many of those early years. It was just hand to mouth. It was just survival. And you don't even think about you in survival till now, that I was just like, girl, sis, choose yourself. But that's not everybody's reality, that they can take a vacation. Some people are literally like hand to mouth. And especially in this economy, I'm seeing these grocery prices and things like that. And I'm just like, if it wasn't like, we don't have kids, so that's a huge expense that we don't have. Life would look completely different if we did. Or a pet. Any that adds financial strain to the household, you're looking at this in the wrong lens. God had to sit me down. You being snarky about this lady not taking a vacation, you don't know what her circumstances are. You had some years where you couldn't take a vacation for damn near a decade. So now that you're in a different life circumstance, don't comment on somebody's situation that you don't know. But I just was like, but for those of you who can, if you in a situation where you have a little bit of disposable, you ain't gotta have a lot of disposable income, but you got enough that you could take a staycation. You ain't gotta leave the state. Hell, you ain't even gotta leave the city. You can go to a local hotel, get the local resident rate, and just spend the weekend. There's always some discounts, resident rates. You may have AAA or AARP or something that you can get some discounts. Check your insurance company. You might get a discount with them on a local hotel. There's ways around the situation, but if you can, at bare minimum, just have you a long weekend. Just take one day off of work. Just one day. Sacrifice that one day and just take that day off and have your long weekend. If you have weekends off or whatever, you off Monday, Tuesday, take Sunday off and have your little weekend, little staycation, just so that you can catch yourself. I just kept mulling that over. 8 years that you had, you went to work every single day other than sick days, every day. But I thought about it. I worked every day. There was no, outside of me being sick, I didn't have no off days. And even sick days was rare that I took off, because at that time, I didn't have no sick days. I couldn't get compensated. I didn't work. I didn't get paid, period. It wasn't no, paid sick days off. It was, if you didn't work that day, you wasn't getting paid. Right? It's perspective. So don't always go with your own knee-jerk reaction, because that was my knee-jerk reaction. Because I was like, girl, take a damn vacation. What are you even doing? What are we doing if you can't just sit down and catch your breath for a couple of days? I just wanted to share those thoughts. But if you think about it, there's people that's never taken a vacation, and that's even sadder. I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, because it's just been nagging me in my mental, as Jeffrey would say. It's been on my mental for a grip, and I just wanted to share it. All right, goodbye.
I think that people judge themselves too much. By far, and there's not even anything close, organic TikTok is the greatest opportunity for somebody that doesn't have $1 million to spend on marketing.
Brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at Accenture.com/Spotify.
Going on 8 o'clock. We stayed, we hung out, got to see the family, got to see my little cousins, little Donnie and his daughter, and the boys and Shawnette. And so that was cool. They had some Papa John pizza, so I had a slice of cheese pizza with them. Now I'm ready to go home, and you know what's the plan? Butt naked in the bed. Because I am still feeling the effects of this time change. This is good night for day 216 of the 365 day vlog challenge. We'll see you tomorrow for the continuation.